Hey guys, welcome to another Epiphanies with me, with Ellie, where I share my epiphanies with you guys. So I'm doing a video today on raising your vibration. So if you're feeling like you're in a funk, this is the right video for you. And I'm going to do it through the 5 senses. So I'm going to give you 5 different ways that you can raise your vibration through each of your senses. Pretty cool. So, I am taking out my very personal journal where I write all my stuff, personal stuff, personal development stuff. This is really, for me, how I, go through my journey is through writing, and I've always had a journal. It really helps me a lot. So, the first thing I do want to say about raising your vibration is if you are feeling like you're in a funk and if you are feeling, just down, it's really important to acknowledge it, not to kind of like, I learned this phrase the other day, it's called spiritual bypassing, which is like saying things like, oh, it's all meant to be, or, kind of just like pushing it under the rug. With some kind of phrase like that. Your pain is so important. I mean, this is how we grow. So by all means, I'm not giving you these tips and exercises so you can push your pain and struggle aside, because it's part of your journey. It's just as important as your joy. And many times it's really it is always the bridge to our transformation. So be grateful for your struggle, for your pain, because that's what's helping you and pushing you to grow out of your comfort zone. So just want to put that out there. So the first thing I want to share is the scent of sight. So how do we use sight to raise our vibration? There's lots of ways, but the one that I want to share is it's a writing exercise. I know you're very surprised to hear me talking about a writing exercise because I share writing exercises a lot. But this is from Abraham Hicks. If you haven't heard of Abraham Hicks, I encourage you to Google them. They changed my life forever, and I continue to learn through their teachings. They have a process called moving up the vibrational scale. So you can do this through writing, or you can actually even do it through your thoughts. So I think writing is better, especially if you're trying this for the first time. So first I want to show you what the vibrational scale is, because even in this process, it's very important to acknowledge where you're at. Where you are on that level. So let me pull that up here. And so here we've got we've got different stages, different emotions that kind of identify where you are. So the lowest vibration would be fear, grief, or depression. Then we've got insecurity and guilt. Then we move up to jealousy, move up to hatred and rage. Notice hatred and rage are at a low vibration, but they actually are at a higher vibration than, let's say, grief or insecurity, because hatred is fueled, so it's got a higher vibration, even though it's negative. We've got revenge, then we've got anger, discouragement, blame, worry, doubt, disappointment, overwhelmment, frustration, pessimism, and boredom. Then we move up to things like contentment, then maybe a little hopeful, optimism, positive expectation or belief. Then we move up to enthusiasm and passion. And then the highest is joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, appreciation. Love is the highest vibration. So what this exercise is about is acknowledging where you're at. So basically making a statement, being real with yourself, being honest, and creating that statement in a journal like this one, or wherever you want, or in your head. And then reaching for a better feeling thought that feels true to you. So obviously it'll be kind of impossible to jump from, let's say, like hatred to enthusiasm, right? So you would want to move from a feeling of hatred to maybe anger or or doubt, you know, maybe like you're thinking, I hate this person, and then you choose a feeling or a statement that has the feeling of doubt, like saying like, maybe they aren't that bad. You see how that's kind of like a little nudge upwards. And stop whenever, you know, you continue writing these statements, and stop when you don't want to do it anymore, when you're not feeling it, because you really want to be real with yourself and honest. The point is to just get yourself up a little bit, or a lot, if you're ready for that. So that's one thing that you can do through sight, because if you're writing it, you're actually seeing it, and that's why writing, I always talk about writing, it's so powerful because it's out on paper, it's out from your head, and it's like, you know, manifested in this piece of paper. So seeing it is very powerful. Okay, let's move on. We've got sound. So sound is next. So there's different things that you can do with sound. So the first one I want to share is chanting. And I'm going to put a link below, but there's this one chant that I learned, and it's called Ramadasa Sa Se So Hung. Can't remember what it means. I should look that up, and I'll put it in the description below. And I will also put a link to that you can follow and chant along with. So your own voice, right? Like, we actually don't need anything because we've got our vocal cords, and sound in itself is so healing, and just the fact that we can produce that is such a gift. So that's one way you can raise your vibration. This is just one chant. There's tons and tons of chants. If you really delve in and look for them, you'll find like infinity. It's endless. But that's one that I recommend and I love. We've got crystal bowls. So I'm lucky enough to have a crystal bowl, and you know, there are times when I come home and I feel like crap and I kind of want to get myself out of there, and maybe I don't want to do writing or anything like that, and I just whip out the crystal bowl and I just start. And what's amazing about the crystal bowl and chanting is that sound really cancels out thoughts, and what's beautiful about that is, you know, it really puts you into that state of meditation and that state of like allowing source energy to come through you, because, you know, negative thoughts are blockages. Essentially, they're blockages. So sound really helps to break it break it and clear, so that source can pure source energy can just flow through you, and that's where our biggest ideas come from. It's where our hope comes from. When we're clear, when we become a clear channel, that's really what we want to strive for, right? So crystal bowls are great for that. There's lots of other kinds of tools, but I personally use crystal bowls, so I'm recommending that to you. Binaural beats. I discovered binaural beats a couple or several years ago. Binaural beats are very easy to access. Literally, if you go on like SoundCloud or iTunes or whatever, you can find binaural beats. There's tons of them out there, and that's also the same idea, canceling out like the negative self-talk and just putting you in that zone. There's specific binaural beats too. Like there's ones for sleep. There's ones for meditation, like it just list goes on and on. There's so many different types of binaural beats, so you can literally just search for it online and find the one that you need. Another thing that I want to mention too when it comes to sound meditation, I've been very fortunate to be part of a sound healing community called Yara Formation. I'll put the link for that below. Go on the website, and there's a lot of information on there. There's videos, there's blogs about like the power of sound and what it can do for you. And there are meditations every month if you're in the New York area. I'll also put the link for that below. It's a very powerful experience, and it's I don't want to talk about psychoacoustics because I'm not the best at explaining it, but the website really explains it very well. So this is a new, there's only, well, I will put the link below. I don't want to get too much into it, but that's it for sound. And what else do we have? So the next thing, we've gone through sight, we've gone through sound, and now I want to talk about touch, right? That's another sense that we have. So I came across EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, a couple years ago. I've practiced it, but recently I came across Energy Medicine with Donna Eden. So this is her book. This is going to come out backwards, but until I fix that. This is what it looks like. Energy Medicine by Donna Eden. I went to her workshop about like 2 or 3 months ago, and I practice Reiki, and this was so profound for me and you don't have to practice Reiki to do energy medicine, but for me it was just so interesting because literally you learn about the aura and the meridian points in your body and how to kind of move the energy through you. So when we're having these negative thoughts, when we are in a slump, a lot of times what it takes is just to get that energy moving, because there's, it can be caused by stuck energy, or your negative thoughts can cause energy to be blocked in your body. So you really want to keep things moving. So I'm going to show you some that I've picked up. I'm still learning about it, very interested in this, and I want to show you the crown pull. So this is very good and it feels really great. You just go like that, and you just want to do like these exercises for about a minute, and you go all the way back like that and then come back up. I mean, you could do it as many times as you want. It feels really, really good. We've got that, and then we've got heart tapping. And I heard that like in Asian medicine they say to do this 100 times a day. So literally you tapping here, you do it 100 times, and this really opens up the heart chakra a lot. And not only that, but you immediately start to breathe more deeply. And so many of us forget to breathe. I mean, that could be the very reason why we are feeling anxiety or we're feeling depression, is because we're just not breathing and moving that energy through. So we've got that, and then we've got the hookup. So that's a good one too. So I'm gonna have to lower this, but you want to put one hand here, and then the other one you're gonna put it here by your third eye, and just lift it, and do that for like about a minute or two. That also really aligns your body. And then we also can do the zip up, which is protecting your aura. So literally from here you go up, and you kind of go like that, and you do it 3 times. Another one, and this is a Reiki technique, is to clear your energy, is to go like that. You do this 3 times. You do the other side 3 times. That's another one that's very helpful. It has been very helpful to me. There's a lot more to learn. I'm only giving a very small piece of information here, but if you want to look her up, Energy Medicine by Donna Eden, she is really, really great. She's got a lot of YouTube videos too. Oh yeah, and then get Reiki. That's also a great way to raise your vibration, also to discover energetic blocks, because a Reiki practitioner can kind of tell you like, hey, this part of your chakra system is blocked, and that's something you can take and work with. And also the Reiki practitioner will unblock part of it for you, but ultimately it's still your work, so definitely take responsibility here. And massage, I mean, we all know about massages. That's, touch therapy, so that's also unblocking blockages, and that's also a great way to raise your vibration through touch. So we've got sight, we've got sound, we've got touch. And then taste. So taste, this is kind of personal, but I really want to share this. A really great way to raise your vibration through taste is literally just eating an anti-inflammatory diet. A lot of people are on the vegan tip or whatever, and that's great, but for me, I feel like an anti-inflammatory diet is a really great way to keep your energy unblocked and just flowing. So what does that mean? An anti-inflammatory diet means no processed foods. It means no sugar and no dairy. and no gluten, because a lot of the gluten that we eat today, you know, it's not that bread is bad for us, but um, a lot of the ingredients that are put in bread now, um, it's processed. So overall, it's really just eating clean. And same thing with sugar. It's not even that sugar is bad for us. Fruits are great. Honey is good. It's just like that processed white sugar that's terrible for you, and it really does like block up your first blocks up your energy field, then it blocks up like your organs, and you know then you have a physical problem. So treating yourself right every single day. I mean, this is a daily practice through taste, right? That I feel is like so important to cultivate. So now we have scent. Let's see what we have here. I really want to share with you this Thieves Remedy. Thieves Remedy has in it essential oils of clove, bud, lemon, cinnamon, eucalyptus, rosemary, thyme, and myrrh. And this is a great way to clear your aura and raise your vibration. You like just put it around. It smells really good and it cleanses the aura. Another tip about essential oils is if you are aware of a certain chakra that is blocked, I would suggest going on Google and looking up the corresponding essential oil for that chakra, because all the essential oils have a corresponding chakra that they can work with and help. So, and that's it. So we've got sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. 5 ways to raise your vibration through the senses. The last tip I have for raising your vibration is take a nap. Abraham Hicks says this all the time. If you're not even up to all this stuff, or maybe you want to take a nap and then do one of these things, or all of these things, take a nap, sleep. It kind of like puts us back at baseline, because when we are sleeping, we are at a point of least resistance. So just take a nap. And that's all I have for today. Let me know what you think. Give me a like. And if you think someone can benefit from this video, share it. And I will see you next time. Bye.